Hi, welcome back to Emmy Reacts, where I'm watching House of the Dragon for the first time. Today we are on Season 1, Episode 2, titled The Rogue Prince. A lot happened in the first episode. Mainly, though, it set us up for Rhaenyra being named the new heir. That was her name, right? Yeah, Rhaenyra, who I already like. Yeah, King Viserys, not doing so good, and his poor wife and baby son died in the first episode. Everyone's really worried about him having an heir in case he dies, because he's not doing well. And he has a cuckoo crazy brother, Daemon. I'm looking at my notes that I took in the first episode. He has a crazy brother who really wants to be heir, but we don't want him to be the heir because he's crazy. And I think he was sent away at the end of the last episode too somewhere because he proved his craziness by establishing the gold coats. Yeah, by establishing and doing crazy things in the city. So he named his daughter as the heir, and that kind of set us up in the first episode for kind of where the season's gonna go to. And he also, once he named his daughter the heir, he told her the secret apparently that's been passed down to all of the secret that's been passed down to all the other Targaryen heirs or ruler people about the White Walkers, or just the threat of the undead people and how you have to watch out for them, which you do. I didn't even think about that. Is there gonna be White Walkers in this show too, or the spooky monsters in this show, the Army of the Dead people or anything like that? I didn't know if I'd have to be dealing with those again. Those things, especially the skeleton monsters. We're rid of them now. Arya killed them all. I know that happens later in the show. If you didn't catch my first reaction or if you're new to my channel, I just finished my huge Game of Thrones rewatch that I've been doing for the last many, many months. So I'm still very much in the Game of Thrones world. So I'm happy to be continuing on that with the House of the Dragon and kind of getting more of the backstory of Targaryens. I want to see more dragons in this episode. We only saw them for a little bit in the first episode. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the rest of it goes now that she's officially named the heir. And I have literally no idea where else the storyline goes for this first season. So yeah, I think that's all I have. So let's just dive into the second episode. Are we actually going to get a... Is it the same title music? We didn't get a title scene last time. Oh, this music makes me really happy now. Oh, okay. It's creepy that we're following blood. I guess it makes sense that it'd be the same song because it's part of the same world, but I thought it'd be different music. Oh, it's so much blood. What are we making here? Is this supposed to be the city? Or is it dragon scales, maybe? No. Oh, I didn't realize the show, he has a creator credit on the show, George R.R. Martin, so he's, really involved with this one. Oh, it all's pouring into that. Oh, what am I looking at? Are those hands? Oh, is this the crab thing that they were talking about? Oh, no. Oh, those people are alive? Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh, can you imagine dying that way? By having little baby crabs eating you?
Strong Lord Commander of the King's Guard. He passed in peace, I hope.
Was that the guy that was being
found to have passed gently in his sleep.
Eaten by the crabs? Because nuh-uh.
Would like to make haste in finding Sir Ryan's replacement on the King's Guard.
4 ships have now been lost. The last one was flying my band.
I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
The Crown will compensate you for your ship and crew and make an offering.
Yeah, I want to figure out why it's happening.
I want to seize the stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free City.
Oh, is that not the
It's
guy that they were
my
talking
lord.
about?
The Seven Kingdoms have never entered open war with the Free Cities.
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us? The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year.
So has it been 6 months since the first episode?
The stepstones will be settled in time.
You have dragon riders, father.
Ooh, she's starting to make her voice heard a little bit in these meetings. Get it, girl.
Send us.
It isn't that simple.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Is they saying that to
This knight will protect you as well.
rid of her?
You should choose.
Because she has ideas. Isn't it good for her to learn? She's gonna be his heir. Typical men.
Sir Ryman Mallister, son of Lord Lyman Mallister of Seagull, winner of the melee at Cider Hall.
I thought they were gonna battle or something to show off their
Sir Ryman
skills.
was knighted at 8 and 10.
How many of these knights have combat experience?
That's what I'm
beyond capturing poachers.
saying. Do they not? Isn't that kind of necessary?
Sir Kristen Cole, son of the steward of the Lord of Black.
He's pretty. He's
Be
nice
welcome.
hair.
Sir Kristen.
Oh, is that the guy who was
Dornish marches, Princess.
yeah, one of the ones who was doing
I fought for a
the
year as a foot soldier
duel
against
thing?
the Dornish incursion.
last time? Yeah, she's gonna pick
I
him.
choose Sir Kristen Cole.
Let's not be too hasty.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
That's what I'm saying too. I
Should he
agree.
not?
I'm with you.
It is truly wondrous what you've built.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's cool.
I only pore over the histories and provide the plans. The stonemasons build the structures.
Do you believe that Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
And maybe large enough to span the
Still
seas
don't
of the world.
trust why her dad wants her to, like, give him comfort.
7 hills. Tell me, how is Rhaenyra? I think she might find it difficult to discuss personal matters.
It will take time.
I wish she would approach me.
It doesn't seem
What
like
if you went to her?
he's taking a creepy approach to it,
There are
though, which is
times
good.
when you do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I fear that she wouldn't understand them.
Well,
No.
maybe not. Did I
Okay.
speak too soon? I hope not. I want him to... He seems like a good guy.
It's only been half a year since my mother died, and already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir.
What if your father were to remarry?
Does she
Your father loves you.
also want to... I'm speculating a lot now. Okay, let's stop. Wow, look at all the candle wax.
What do I say? Whatever you wish.
I hope her friend doesn't, like, betray her or, like, secretly go after her, like, try to marry her dad or something weird like that.
I want him to see me as more than his little girl. Mine own father does not know the language of girls either. When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort.
Okay, but that is helpful. Just, yeah. Okay, yeah, just be a good friend. And don't do anything weird.
I wish to apologize for the tenor at the small council today, Your Grace.
Yeah.
But you must understand.
right to
As
be
king, it is
frustrated.
my obligation to avoid war.
I fear that the eyes of our enemies are presently fixed on the Red Keep. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne. The king's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
And a blind incursion in the Stepstones is the only way to demonstrate that we are not.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it, but you must never await its coming.
Are you gonna sail into it?
Do you have a specific course of action to propose?
Join our families. Wed our daughter, Laena. Unite the two great surviving Valyrian houses.
I must admit,
But,
I haven't given marriage much thought.
yeah.
You could not ask for a stronger match than Laena.
How old is Lena, though? And also, no?
We haven't spoken much.
Yeah, so let's open up to each other now.
I loved your mother very much.
As did I. Today at small council,
Paid no mind.
I thought I might have had some insight.
You're young.
But
You will learn.
But not if you keep kicking her out. Those maggots, what? Why was there a bucket of them? Ugh.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
Is he putting his hand in it? Why?
The maggots will remove the dead flesh and hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
Gross. What's happening to his hand? Oh, that's so gross. Oh,
I held an audience earlier today with Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys. He proposed a marriage.
that's
To
disgusting.
whom?
The Lady Laena. To combine the strength of our houses
Isn't there
and
that their
demonstrate my reign's strongest days are ahead.
little daughter? Or wasn't she little?
This is overreached.
Or am I misremembering that?
The Lady Laena is young.
Okay,
Your
yeah.
Grace. A match with their daughter would go a long way towards uniting the two great Valyrian houses, would certainly signal unity throughout the realm.
I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her father must propagate the royal line. The pain of her passing still haunts me, and to be compelled to replace her for duty's sake.
With a child?
You are the king.
Yeah, what? She is a kid. How old is she, like 10? Not even?
What was it like flying the Black Dread? You Valerians lost
Like, they wouldn't actually make her, like, marry him, like,
Only
until
for a short time,
she's at
before he
least
died.
of age, right?
It would be a great honor to join our houses, as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood, so that we might strengthen
This is
the
such
royal
a
line and the
sad
realm.
thing for a kid
Is
to...
that what your father
Yeah,
told you to
I
say?
have to say.
What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
That's still a child. Yeah, he does not want to do this. It's so yucky.
It bothers you, does it not?
Should bother everyone.
My father is a king.
But yeah.
It is his duty to take a new wife.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Laena is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
See.
Of course it does.
Okay, good.
But I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do. His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir. not you.
Even if he's named her, it'll still override that.
That is the order of things.
Why is she like happy about that?
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish that could be Rhaenyra. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
Oh, so she's just bitter about
They
it?
denied you, Princess.
Yeah, why wouldn't she still try to help it change?
Queen who never was. But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups? Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the
I mean, I
Iron
get where
Throne.
she's coming from, and obviously she's very bitter about it, and it's true, that's the way things are, but maybe it doesn't have to be.
And your father is no fool.
The small council is urging me to remarry.
A good and kind queen will give comfort to your subjects.
I thought it was weird when they were
Does the small council have a particular lady in mind?
being weird together, and she's older than the little girl.
Lord Corlys Balarian has offered the hand of his daughter.
A very strong match, Your Grace.
I don't know Lena very well.
I'm sure that she is good and kind.
Well, why would you
and
know a
that she will enjoy your
child?
company, as I have, Your Grace.
Okay, yeah, she's definitely hitting on him. So it is her a little bit too, not just her dad.
I brought you something.
She fixed the little thing that broke.
I asked the stonemasons to mend it.
Very kind. Your Grace, I've called the small council to an emergency session.
Why?
I think it best you hear it directly.
Well, it seems ominous.
Maso Junduna, Lodikio e Lot Upidas.
Skorkidoso, Zedriso, Droman, Tomepso, Uliroti, Rilaudix.
Someone stole a dragon egg?
Darilaros Daimon, Sikia Sida, Seglivzenos.
Oh, Daemon stole it.
It is the pleasure of Daemon Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, to announce that he is to take a second wife. Her Grace is with child, and is to have a dragon's egg placed in the babe's cradle. The prince has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace. It is in 2 days' time. This is nothing less than sedition.
I strongly agree, sir.
My brother wishes to provoke
Yeah, he's just being...
To answer is to give him what he wants.
Yeah.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
Scorio Dromon, you babies.
What does that mean?
Scorio Dromon Daemon Leitas.
Oh, is it like hers or something?
Darilaro Belo Matsumbile, Iderepte Enkono.
Oh, that's mean.
I will go to Dragonstone and drag Daemon back to face justice
Your
myself.
Grace. My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous. Let me go to Dragonstone. Why do you destroy yourself?
Oh, anxious nail.
Will you see the king tonight?
If you wish it.
Okay, so is she just doing it for her dad then? Because she seems
Please
like
look after the hands.
she's was liking it, but it was still just for what her dad wants for her to do. That looks like the Hogwarts castle. Careful with that egg, sir. I don't know why that made me almost jump.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
Yeah, like he's just gonna listen to any of this.
It's a Crispin, wasn't it?
Oh, they...
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him
I
off
say,
his
didn't they
horse.
fight? Yeah, in the thing.
Very good.
Oh, I hope
This
he
is
doesn't
a
hurt
truly
him.
pathetic show, Daemon.
I'm simply keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those traditions are for the true-born children of royalty.
Lady Mysaria is to be my wife.
And what of you, men of the City Watch, aiding the prince in his treason?
The king made me their commander. They are loyal to me. You've come for the egg. Here it is.
Are you mad? You've never survived this. To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Okay, everybody. Oh, he has dragons on his side. Hey, hi, dragon. Whoa, is he red? Is that dragon red? I feel like that one doesn't look as cute as the dragons from Game of Thrones. Woo! Everybody coming. Is that Rhaenyra? What's she doing there? Coming to do something. Oh, she wants to get the dragon egg back. That makes sense. Yes, girl. Get it. Those dragon saddles look a lot easier to ride the dragons than just doing it like how Daenerys did it, like just bareback.
Take care not to startle Syrax, my lord. She's rather protective of me. Kesu ugleisa, luon zombaz mi anukon isa. Vedroso dari ohi ikida.
Indrari onorion daor, tubi maneri, nike te nikla.
Sekedje sut nukron vronkron.
Potsautr zomi mazem bilovu, onir nuhruho, sutjailan.
Sekilan.
Razilari tubi.
Is she not even actually pregnant right now?
I'm right here, Uncle. The reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me, so do it. And be done with all this bother.
What if he was just again stabby? But he still has the egg. Oh, good. Phew. See, she did it, and they couldn't.
You announced that we were to be wed?
Oh, she didn't know.
Tomorrow.
And that I was with child.
Perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth.
Good.
You swore to protect me, Damon.
She's mad at him. Good.
These men might not put the prince's head on a spike, but what would they do with the commoner he claims he's taken to wife and made with child?
No one will harm you.
Most of my years have been spent living in terror.
You're safe with me, I swear it.
You are Targaryen. You can afford to play your stupid games with the king, but I cannot.
You tell him, girl.
I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated from what?
Fear.
I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion. Ever since my name was read by the Archmaesters at the Great Council, I have felt Corlys Velarion's envious gaze staring at me from across the Blackwater.
He doesn't.
You sit upon the highest seat in the realm, Your Grace.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
Proud men don't like having to look
combine
up.
their houses.
Laena Velaryon.
She comes from unimpeachable Valyrian stock, and she has Targaryen blood. What's to mislike?
She is 12.
Yeah.
She will mature.
What if I was to reject Lord Corlys' proposal?
He would not be likely to take it well. I fear nothing short of a direct line to the Iron Throne would satisfy him. The Sea Snake has made a calculated reach, fair play for a man of his position. You should wed Laena Velaryon, Your Grace. Sate Lord Corlys and fix him at your side.
I don't like that. Clearly he doesn't either.
Your Grace, the princess has returned from Dragonstone.
He didn't know.
Dragon?
She went there. Is he also like not wanting to marry the child because if he were to remarry someone, does he want to marry Alicent, her friend?
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
She legit asked to be killed.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
I sometimes forget how alike you both were. Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal. Without her, the Red Keep has lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
Pleases me to hear you say this, to know that I'm not alone in my grief.
Yeah, it took
I
them
wish I had known better.
a long time to
What to
have
say to you in the aftermath.
this conversation.
I struggle to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown. She understands what is now expected of me.
King must take a new wife.
Just kind of giving him her blessing.
I could never replace your mother.
He doesn't have my blessing. I think it's creepy.
No more than I intend to replace
But
you
I
as heir.
get it.
But you are my only heir, and our line is vulnerable, too easily ended. By marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us.
So he's gonna accept the proposal. Oh, that poor girl.
I have decided to take a new wife. I intend to marry.
Gonna be out. Is it? I have to say, is it gonna be her though, or is it gonna be the little girl?
The Lady Alicent Hightower.
I was right.
Before Spring's End.
Oh, I was right. Oh man.
This is an absurdity. My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
Why didn't he tell Rhaenyra that that's who it was gonna be though? Just telling her that he needs to remarry and getting her blessing and that is one thing, but not telling it that it's her friend? That's messed up. Also, still, she is also a child. Yeah. You would know how she would react to this. Come on, you're not that dumb.
House Velarion's origins reach back to old Valyria, more ancient even than House Targaryen. But unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. When I ascended the Driftwood throne, I knew what I wanted, so I went out and seized it.
Who's he talking to right now?
I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Who's he talking to? Oh, are they gonna like team up against him now?
I wasn't aware you had a king for a brother.
We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world. We've been passed over.
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, or was there some other reason?
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones?
Some Mirish prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
I have been petitioning the king
so
to send my
terrible.
navy into the territory.
They tie him to
He's denied me.
posts to do
It was
that?
never my brother's strongest trade.
What?
Being king.
The Crab Feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened. And the king's failures have allowed him to accumulate strength.
What? Why are they doing that to them? The sailors.
If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. I
will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish. You will not.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. Our worth is not given, it must be made.
What is with this guy's face? What am I looking at? Oh, his face was weird. I knew it was gonna end up being, his Alicent in the end. He would have had to have known that it was gonna upset Rhaenyra, right? That's still so icky, though, to me. I don't like that. Okay, my thoughts so far now, having watched the first 2 episodes. I like the show and it's interesting and I'm intrigued, but I feel like it's a very slow start. Like I wish it had a little bit more like pep to it a little bit. So I'm hoping / excited for that part of it to come, for that to pick up a little bit, because I feel like it's doing a good job laying groundwork for like the like seeds of tension and issues that I'm sure are gonna set up more of the season to come. But I'm intrigued, and now I'll be interested to see how it goes with him taking the new wife, and clearly the Lord, could not figure out how to pronounce it, Corlys, being pissed about that he didn't want to marry his child to the old prince. I say this all just because it's gross, but like I get the vibe of why they do the things that they do in like marrying families together with kids young and everything like that. I understand it. I just think it's yucky. Also, the crab feeder guy is really, really gross, and I really hate what they're doing with that and what he's doing, the sailors and all that stuff. That's yucky. But other than that, yeah, it seems like there's some tensions building and some battles and fights to come, maybe. So intrigued to see where the rest of the season goes. So on to episode 3. And as always, thanks for watching with me. Bye.